You get the job interview, it's going great. You're down to the last 5 minutes when the interviewer turns to you and says, "What questions do you have?" You think through your mind and think, what is the best question I can ask? And end up throwing out, "Tell me about the culture here." Don't do that. There are so many other better questions. When you ask, "Tell me about the culture here," someone's just going to describe the signs in the lobby that say things like trust, transparency, integrity, and probably have a picture of an eagle soaring above it. That's great, but that's not what the true experience of the culture is there, what you feel day to day on the team. Better questions to ask the hiring manager. Tell me about a time that someone on the team changed your mind. This is going to let you know if the leader feels like they're the only one that has the answers or if they're open to different opinions. You're going to know how they like to receive information and communicate, and you're going to see what they value. Tell me about someone that you are proud of. This is going to let you know, what do they value? How are they developing their people? Are they celebrating success along the way? Ask about, do you fully disconnect during holidays? Do you have a leader that believes in boundaries and having time off in space that's protected? Or is this someone that is going to be calling you on vacation with a question? And will that work for you? Ask about a success or a recent win. They should be able to come up with an answer pretty quickly. If they can't, that might indicate that they are not so good about celebrating progress or developing and cheering people on along the way with the milestones. It doesn't have to be the biggest project closure that they describe, but within the course of 2 or 3 weeks, they should be able to come up with something that is an achievement that is worth celebrating and mentioning. Tell me about a disagreement or conflict on the team. Every team is going to have conflict. It can be really healthy to generate different ideas and thinking when the team has the right tools to navigate it. What you want to see is if the leader says, "Oh no, we have no conflict whatsoever," which might mean no one's opinion is really welcome and the team just kind of sits in silent. Or it might mean that the leader is trying to avoid having some of those hard conversations that get to better results. They should be able to talk about at least people having 2 different opinions that they had to work through. Ask them how they started their last team meeting. Did they jump right into the agenda? Did they have some activity or conversation to get to know each other? You can learn a lot about interactions just from how they begin and where someone is actually starting conversations. What is your ideal person for this role? This is such a great way to understand what is that leader going to value. They're probably going to talk about the way the person is organized or communicate or the technical skill set or certain outcomes they're going to want to achieve. And this helps you get an idea of what is it that they're looking for and is that me? Ask who the leader has promoted and why. If the leader has never promoted anyone, then that's an interesting sign of what are they doing to develop people. If they are a newer manager and they haven't had the opportunity, you can ask them what they're doing to ultimately help their own team grow and develop. This is one where it's okay if the answer is no, but what you want to hear is the thought around it and how they actually view their role in developing other people on the team. Tell me about the last person you recognized. Recognition can be a thoughtful conversation, an email, it could be an award, it could be mentioning in an all-hands meeting. What you want to see is this leader struggling to come up with something, or are they someone that actively calls out their team and gives them recognition, helps make sure that part of development is helping people see the contributions they're making? How do you focus your own growth and development? What are ways you go about growing yourself? You want to see if this leader mentions reading articles or listening to podcasts or reading books or going through their own development experiences or having a coach. Are they actively trying to develop themselves? Because if they are, they're going to develop their team. If they don't have any development for themselves, you want to understand why. If they say, well, my schedule is too crazy, then you know that your opportunity for development will get pushed aside based for other things. That it's the way they answer this question that's going to give you insight to what their approach is to development. Don't ask, what is the culture here? You want to ask these more specific questions that help you get to the experience of that leader and that team. Ask them specific things just like they're probably asking you, because giving them a specific setting, a specific moment to respond to will let you see what the broader experience is on the team. Good luck.